Hello students, hope you are well, enjoying good health and doing your studies. We have discussed some important points in vectors. Previous topic was dot product and some more topics. Today we are going to start revision of cross product. Cross product is also called vector product. So let's start. Suppose there are two vectors A and B at angle theta. Then cross product is defined by this formula: A cross B is equal to AB sin theta. A and B are magnitudes, theta is angle between the two vectors, and n is normal unit vector. Normal unit vector means direction of n cap is normal to the plane containing A and B. Suppose these are two vectors A and B. This angle is theta. So direction of n is like this or like this. Now let us decide what is the correct direction. This one or this one. Suppose A and B are these two vectors. Theta is angle between them. You want to know A cross B. Then you have to rotate vector A towards vector B and assume a right hand screw here. If A is rotated towards B, right hand screw will rotate like this, and in this condition it will go upwards. So this is direction of n cap, and direction of n cap and direction of cross product are same. So this rule is also called right hand screw rule. Similarly, if you want to know B cross A, then you have to rotate B towards vector A, assume some right hand screw. So screw will rotate like this and it will go in this direction. So it is direction of n cap or unit vector n in condition of B cross A. Very clearly, A cross B upwards, B cross A downwards. So directions are opposite. Of course, magnitudes are same, but directions are opposite. Therefore, A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Rather, A cross B is equal to minus B cross A. Students, now let us understand cross product of unit vectors. First, I cross I. You have already seen formula of cross product. So magnitude of I is 1, second I again 1. Both are I's, so both are along x-axis. So angle between the two I will be equal to 0 degree. So I cross I becomes 0. Similarly, we can see J cross J and K cross K are also equal to 0. Now I cross J, magnitude of I is equal to 1, magnitude of J again 1, I along x-axis, J along y-axis. So angle between them is 90 degree. Now, according to formula of cross product, some unit vector is introduced here, which is normal to the plane containing I and J. So I along x-axis, J along y-axis. So unit vector should be along z-axis, and that unit vector is k cap. So here we will write k cap. So I cross J becomes k cap. Similarly, J cross K, I cap, K cross I is equal to J cap. We have just seen that cross product A cross B is equal to minus B cross A. So by that conclusion we can write j cross I is equal to minus k, I cross j is equal to k, so j cross I is equal to minus k. Similarly, k cross j is equal to minus I and I cross k is equal to minus j. Now suppose you want to know cross product of two vectors given in component forms. Suppose vector A, AXI plus AYJ plus AZK, B is equal to BXI, BYJ and BZK. So A cross B can be determined by determinant. This arrangement is called determinant. Now the question is how to find value of this determinant. First you will write I, and when you are writing I, the column and row containing I are left. So I, this column will be left, AYBY is written, then AZBZ. Similarly, when you are writing J cap, keep in mind here negative sign should be there because of mathematical derivation. When you write J cap, this column is left, AXBX, AZBZ. Similarly, K into this value. Now cross multiplication is done, and keep in mind order of cross multiplication will remain same. First you will multiply in this direction, AYBZ, then negative sign, then you multiply it in this direction, BYAZ. Same process you have to apply everywhere. Order of multiplication should be same. So this is value of cross product of two vectors given in component form. Now let us understand one example of cross product. Torque is very common example of cross product. I suppose you are having idea of torque. You studied in class 10th. Torque is a quantity which is responsible for rotational effect. Suppose it is a body to be rotated about this axis. Force F is applied at point P. If components of force are Fx, Fy, Fz, then you can write F like this, force like this. And if coordinates of point P are x, y, z, then position vector of point P can be written like this. Keep in mind torque is a vector quantity. So torque can be written as R cross F. Keep in mind R cross F. By definition of cross product, this value can be written like this, RF sin theta unit vector n. This is magnitude of cross product, and this unit vector imparts direction. Importance of this unit vector is to introduce direction, and this is magnitude. So magnitude is RF sin theta. Suppose you want to know value of torque in terms of components. I have just explained how to find cross product when vectors are given in components. Using that explanation, you can find torque by determinant of these two vectors, R and F. I suppose you are understanding. Students, to elaborate cross product, I am taking one example so that you can understand better. Suppose A is equal to I minus 2j there is no z component, and b is equal to 2i minus j minus 3k. So a cross b is equal to this value determinant formed by vectors a and b. Everything is plain, you have to understand only. I, this column is left, this row is left, so this one is written. Minus j, this column, this row is left, so these two values are written. Similarly k. Now cross multiplication, this into this into this with negative sign. Minus j, this into this minus this into this, similarly k. After making solution, you get this value. So this is x component of cross product a cross b, this is y component, this is z component. Now if you are interested in finding magnitude, then already you know that formula of magnitude under root ax square plus ay square plus az square. So using that formula you can find magnitude of this cross product. It is just an example to make you understand better. Students, this is revision phase going on. Some important points are being revised. These portions have already been discussed. These videos are already available on the portal of school. So you have to visit regularly and try to understand those classes and these revision classes also. And keep in mind, because of corona pandemic, we are not able to run regular classes. So council has reduced some portions from your syllabus. Before you start your study, or I suppose you have already started your study and you have gone through all the details of reduced syllabus, so you are requested to leave those portions which have been removed from latest syllabus, because those portions are already available on the portal of the school. Hope you are understanding my message. Keep studying, be safe, God bless you.